The title of this is Don't Be Gross and Show a Little Class.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
Don't be gross and show a little class. Don't be gross and show a little class. I'm MC Too Tall. You're watching the MC Too Tall Show. We're going to talk about what happened back in the day. As you know, turn of the century, immigrants from Europe came here, arrived on Ellis Island, started a new life in America. A lot of them came from Italy. My grandparents trickled down from Canada. They went to Canada first and then came to the States. But from Canada, they had to go to Ellis Island. So they were Ellis Island immigrants as well. So was my grandmother on my father's side, straight out of Poland, directly here. But bottom line, all wonderful, lovely people that came from foreign lands to the United States and declared themselves American. Not Polish American, not Italian American, American. Yes, they had the Italian heritage. My grandparents on my mother's side. My grandmother on my father's side had the Polish heritage. But they said, and I quote, "I am American," unquote. Where am I going with that? Well, when war broke out in Europe and Mussolini sided with Hitler and they just started running rampant wild, taking over countries and shit that don't belong to them, my grandparents and the other immigrants that came from Italy here didn't start rampaging. They didn't start shooting up bars and stabbing up people on the highway. In fact, when their sons were of age to go to war and were called to war, they went out to war. My uncles served in World War II. I have 5 uncles that served in World War II. 4 blood related. One that married into the family that became my godfather when I was born. And so he was also of Italian heritage. And so that's what happened. And a lot of Americans of German heritage did the same thing. What you're looking at now is when something happens in a foreign country, the immigrants from these foreign countries take it out on the land they immigrated to. And it's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. Immigrants of today move different. And I could say that. Being the grandchild of an immigrant, I could say that. And so, here's where we are, folks. Here is where we are. America is a great country. And people who don't have that sense of patriotism need to go find it. Or go live in a country with which you can combine and bond with and show that patriotism for. You got to show your patriotism for a country, preferably the one you live in. If not, then move to that country. Stop hating where you live if you can't change where you live. Stop hating where you live if the very things you hate about it are the things that I love, that are part of its history. People need to stop shitting on tradition and embracing the land they live in. They have to start embracing the land they live on. And if the country of their origin is at odds with them, they have to say, I'm an American now, and side with America. America is always right. You know that, and I know that. I used to make bumper stickers and T-shirts that say America is always right. I did pretty well with that too. I was selling them at $10 a pop, $15 a pop. Then people stopped buying them when I added the dollar to it. But that's when my music career started taking off. But you get the idea. You gotta show some class. You got to show a little class and don't be gross. Oh, life hack. When you run out of soda, don't throw the bottle out. You get those Crystal Light packets. And if you're dealing with 20-ounce bottles, you collect 3 of these 20-ounce bottles. You take one of those Crystal Light packets, divide it by 3, and you could divvy it up between 3 of these 20-ounce bottles. And then it saves on you getting one of those stupid sports bottles that spill all the time. I like the lemonade flavor. I don't care too much for iced tea unless it's lemon flavored. This is lemonade, so respect God, watch out for the Illuminati, like, follow, share, comment, subscribe. Again, don't be gross. Stay strong, keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building, hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, and I'm not Jewish and I'm not gay, MC Too Tall. And there's no such thing as a liberal cat.